Purpose of parole and probation is extended monitoring under that period defined by the judge, as I'm sure our fellow panelists can attest to. And so if a judge gives a year, that sentence is still in effect a life sentence. If a judge gives 10 years, it becomes a life sentence. And so at some point, we need to address collateral consequences, expungement, in whatever form or fashion. But again, the spirit of the law should be what we address. And I'll keep my comments short. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Norman has a question
Thank
for
you,
you.
Mr. Chair. Just a simple question. I don't know that I understood your testimony. You said you were on parole,
Yes, sir.
and then without any probable cause, somehow somebody got a warrant?
What he said was that he surveilled me in front of my location selling drugs. The problem is I was across town at work.
Okay,
And
so he
when
didn't have a warrant, he arrested you,
he was able to obtain a warrant with
he
me.
did get a warrant.
He did
Okay.
obtain a warrant.
And then were you tried?
No, it was a violation of my parole. I was on
You were never
parole.
tried on the warrant that he obtained?
No, it was a violation of parole. There was nothing taken. There was I committed no crime.
I understand you said you didn't commit a crime. I'm wondering how you got revoked. You were revoked because you were charged?
Interaction with law enforcement is a reason for revocation.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Greg Hall,
Not anymore.
Judge Carroon.
Senator Zirkin, Senator Gladden, let me thank you all again for your patience, and again give my disclaimer that I'm not here speaking for the court system, just speaking as an individual with some background in criminal justice system. This bill, I'd like to bring it from the philosophy to talk about the mechanics of the bill itself. As I'm sure that you've noticed, this is a lengthy and complicated bill put together by the Uniform Law Commission. We have a commissioner from the state of Maryland who's, I think, about to testify, and an experienced attorney who is focusing her practice on expungements. We may talk a little more about the details, but I'd like to just bring it down to the simple mechanics of this. This bill has two parts to it. Part one is filling a gap in Maryland law where we currently do not give notice to anyone who is charged or who is considering a plea agreement about what would be the civil consequences of the bill. We tell them what would be the criminal consequences. You could be sentenced to this many months in the detention center, you could be fined that much. But we don't say, you know what, you also would lose your CDL, your commercial driver's license. You can no longer be a truck driver. You might lose your barber's license. You might not be able to be a real estate agent anymore. You might not be able to apply for educational benefits, for housing benefits, for public assistance if you ever lose your job. We don't tell them all that other stuff. So part one of this bill is to give fair notice of the civil penalties that currently, when someone is considering a plea bargain, do I want to accept a finding of guilt in order to get out of the detention center right away today? Or do I want to fight this? They would know what the consequences would be of the get out of jail quick plea agreement. And so this is a good bill to tell them that. A second thing to say about this part of the bill is, in terms of whether the Attorney General is aware of it, one of the members of our organization, Alliance for Justice Reform, has spoken to Attorney General Frosch, and he's aware of it, and it's our understanding that he is favorable, although it's not been made official at this time. It would be an easy